What is going on, guys? This is 42 Sports here, and today I am back with another college football prediction video, and this time it is between the LSU Tigers versus the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alright, so this is one of the most highly anticipated games of the year because both teams are both of them could potentially go to the college football playoffs, but one will fall and one will still be the king of the first place in the SEC. And this week, as you guys know, that LSU or Alabama has a bye week, so this video is for the next week. So let you guys can talk and let the comment section just do their thing. But if LSU wins and they can go all the way to the SEC championship and win out versus whoever plays, either could be Georgia or it could be Florida, because Florida could possibly go to the college football playoffs as well. They just got to win out and possibly beat LSU or Alabama, whoever wins the SEC West. But if LSU is like Auburn last year, if you know what I mean, because LSU beat Georgia, Auburn beat Georgia, Auburn beat Alabama, LSU could possibly beat Alabama, and then it could be the whole deja vu all over again, where LSU loses to whoever the SEC championship winner is, and then Alabama, and then the SEC, whoever wins is the two-team playoff, which is annoying. All right, so LSU could possibly beat Alabama because this is Alabama's first true tough top 5 program team or opponent that they will be facing, and Tua might have to play the full game, in which he hasn't even played the full game yet, which is crazy to even think about. I mean, this dude can win the Heisman and only play the first quarter of the whole year, which is crazy. He hasn't played a full game since the college national championship against Georgia, which is crazy. Honestly, I'm sorry for all the Georgia fans that will probably watch this video. I don't think you guys are going to the playoffs this year. You might lose 2 games, because I think last year was their shot to win it, and they couldn't at the last-second touchdown, which is crazy. I know how you feel because I'm a UNC fan in basketball with the last-second shot. But that's just a totally different thing. All right, so what I like to do is I like to go through the matchup predictor and the top season leaders and the team stats, and I'll decide what the final score will be at the end of the video. All right, so the matchup predictor has a 78.6% for Alabama, even though it's at LSU. Time is 8 p.m. The coverage will probably most likely be on CBS. 24.4% for LSU, and I guarantee you, yeah, because Alabama is just ridiculously good. All right, so like I said earlier, for Tua Tagovailoa or I'm sorry if I pronounced that last name wrong. It's just difficult. Okay, whatever. That's a tongue twister. He's only played 1 full quarter, and I don't even think he has played through the first half, because they've been up they've just been crushing teams. Tua has 107 to 152 completions to attempts with 2,066 passing yards and 25 touchdowns, which he could possibly win the Heisman, unless Kyler Murray has a ridiculous rest of the year. All right, so Joe Barrow has been the LSU starting quarterback, and that this is the quarterback that could possibly beat Alabama. And finally, for Coach O to get a quarterback that LSU has been needing since Les Miles has been the head coach, because they can never figure out how to win with a terrible quarterback. All right, so Joe Barrow with 120 to 223 completions to attempts with 1,544 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. All right, for Najee Harris, if I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. For Alabama, he has been really, really good with 78 carries, 489 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns. With Nick Brissett with 151 carries for 697 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns for LSU. All right, so receiving wise, we have Jerry Jeudy with 31 receptions, 777 receiving yards, 10 touchdowns as well, which is really incredible for a receiver. Justin Jefferson for LSU, he has 30 receptions, 471 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns as well. All right, so lastly, we'll go to the team stats. Points per game, which is crazy to even think about. Alabama, 54.1 points per game, which is crazy. To LSU, 30.4 points per game. Points allowed per game, which this is huge for both teams because, yet again, it'll be a low-scoring game, as it usually is, from the 13-9 game to the 24-10 last year, which Alabama scored late with, I believe, Jalen Hurts with a rushing touchdown late. LSU had the chances. Danny Etling didn't really do so well in the fourth quarter. They could have possible chances, but they failed to do so. And Leonard Fournette, of course, didn't really have a good game as well. So, points allowed per game, 15.9 to Alabama and 15.1 to LSU. All right, total yards on offense. All right, so total yards will be Alabama 564.3 to LSU's 383.6, which is crazy to even think about. Yards passing on offense, which is 347.4 to Alabama, and 300 to 193.0 with LSU, which is crazy to even think about. Is that Alabama uses all three of their quarterbacks, and they're still destroying teams with like one or two more touchdowns on the board when Tua is done for the game, which is crazy. All right, so yards of rushing on offense, 216.9 to Alabama, and 190.6 yards rushing. Which is crazy now because this year Tua is a better. Okay, I defended Jalen Hurts so much, but Tua in reality is so much better on the passing game, as you guys can clearly see this year compared to last year. All right, so yards allowed on defense, 300 to 7.9 for Alabama, which is crazy. Total yards for LSU, 330.3, which is not bad at all for LSU as well. Passing yards allowed, 194.5 to 199.8. Rushing yards allowed, or passing yards allowed, my bad. And rushing yards allowed, which is 113.4 for Alabama, to LSU's 130.5. All right, so as you guys know, that I'd like to. I mean, that's crazy for Alabama, 113.4 yards allowed. Like I said, it's gonna be a low-scoring game once again for both teams, depending on how Alabama will still roll with their offense, because LSU is gonna be their only tough team to play for this year until maybe Auburn, if they have some miraculous like game, because that's the only game they care about at the Iron Bowl. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys determine what the final score will be if you're an Alabama fan, if you're an LSU fan. So I'm not going to predict the game because it might be biased towards Alabama or LSU. So I'm going to let you guys decide what the game is and comment below. Also, it would be awesome if you guys would subscribe because I would love to do this as a full-time job. All right, so guys, 42 Sports here. Like, comment, and you guessed it, subscribe. Comment below what you guys think. And everyone, have a great day. And this game will be played next week. All right, so 42 Sports here. Guys, peace.